Welcome to Alphabet City. I'm your guide, Ayaz Akhtar, and you are the most amazing in the whole world. Sundar Pichai is in charge of all of Alphabet, and now Alphabet is getting rid of a company. Makani is ending its time as an Alphabet company. To make sure you stick around, let's talk about Makani first, because it's kind of insane. This company made kites that harnessed wind energy with the goal of creating renewable electricity. Again, it made energy kites. When you think of creating energy, there are all kinds of ways to generate electricity, but Makani came up with a kite. Here's how the whole thing worked. The energy kite is more like a wing. It's tethered to a ground station. The wing has rotors, which are spun by the wind. This generates power, which is sent to the grid. Makani's site explained that the energy kite idea came from a group of devoted kite surfers. That makes a lot of sense. Google acquired Makani in 2013 and put it in its Google X division. Then there was a reorg in 2015 where Alphabet became the parent company of Google. Some divisions within the old Google became sister companies to Google. Makani was a project within the X company. Projects within X could become their own companies. X calls it graduating. Super clear so far. Well, Makani graduated out of X to become its own company under Alphabet in 2019. 1 year later, Makani and Alphabet are Splitsville. In a blog post, the CEO of Makani says, Makani's time at Alphabet is coming to an end. That doesn't mean the end of the road for the technology Makani developed, but it does mean that Makani will no longer be an Alphabet company. Shell is exploring options to continue developing Makani's technology. So Sundar Pichai became the head of Alphabet in December of 2019. When I heard the news, I thought that we would see some small changes, if any, and that big changes would take some time based on Pichai's style of leadership at Google. In the blog post announcing Pichai's ascension, it said, going forward, Sundar will be the CEO of both Google and Alphabet. He will be the executive responsible and accountable for leading Google and managing Alphabet's investment in our portfolio of other bets. Other bets includes lots of other things, including Makani. Makani getting the boot does not sound like a crazy move, but it could be an example of Pichai's Alphabet. On the 11th of February, the information reported that Alphabet subsidiary Jigsaw was no longer independent and was moved under Google. Sure enough, the report was true. Jigsaw's site even says it is a unit within Google. What does Jigsaw do? It, quote, forecasts and confronts emerging threats, creating future-defining research and technology to keep our world safer. Yeah, we can dive into them at a different time. So within a few months of Pichai in charge, we are on our way to 2 fewer Alphabet companies. This raises a few questions. What will become of other bets at Alphabet? That group includes X, Waymo, Loon, and the Smart City project, Sidewalk. That section of Alphabet is not exactly a moneymaker. For the full year of 2019, revenues were $659 million, up 11% versus 2018. This money came primarily by Fiber and Verily. How about losses? In 2018, the operating loss for the section was $3.4 billion. In 2019, that operating loss was $4.8 billion. These other bets were championed by Google founder Larry Page, who's not really around as much anymore. Is Alphabet going to continue being a holding company for Google? What other changes will Pichai push for? I'll keep you posted. On to Comment Cove. Last time I was telling you about TCL's new concept phones. The slider definitely got your attention. Here's what you had to say. Jamil says, I wouldn't have thought it, but I think the slide out is a better implementation than a folding phone. Hal says, I love this concept more than the flip phones. Is the one says, this design will fail easier than the usual folding ones. And Ivan says, add a stylus like the Galaxy Note and we have a winner drawing tablet in your pocket. Please let me have it. I thought the slider was a very interesting concept. If and when it ever comes to market, I'd imagine it would be delicate to say the least. Fingers crossed that we will see something like that in the future. Thanks to everyone for writing in. While you're here, check out this video on the Huawei Mate XS. It might be the best approach at a folding phone. If you've enjoyed your stay in Alphabet City, please like and subscribe. If you've got any questions, comments, or news, let me know on Twitter. I'm at Ayaz. Also, I have the second part up of my interview with the head of Google Assistant right over there. Check it out. I'm Ayaz Akhtar, and I'll see you online.